Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today we are just going to have fun. We're not gonna overthink anything. We're not going to over plan anything. We're just gonna tinker with stuff and enjoy it. I have the trellis stencil from Diamond Press, and I'm going to pair that up with Tim Holtz inks and also over there. Okay, I checked to see how one of these stamped, and I like this, so I'm going to use the one that I already took out. But these are from Diamond Press. These are their the front sentiments and the inside, and it even has stuff that you could put on the back or little tags that they just came out with. So those are new. And I want to stencil this, but I want to stencil it in a couple of different colors. I know I've used this before, but hey, I mean, do you just buy craft supplies for one time? No. We just need to see how we can continue to use the stuff that we buy so we enjoy the products that we purchase with a lot of money, right? So we're going to put some tape there to hold that down. I'm going to leave my sticky notes, which I found my full sticky notes that I was missing for a while. I guess in the move, I just misplaced them. And we're going to pair that up. Let me make sure that's even. Hold on. I need my glasses. Let me see. Well, it looks even. Let me measure. Let's see. That's there. No, it's not even. It's just a little off center. All right. Let's see. Let's do this, and that should match up, and we're good to go. All right, let's start this again. So the best thing about these full sticky notes is that you don't have to worry about them shifting like the other ones, the Dollar Tree Post-it notes I was using. Since it's a full stick, it'll stay on while you're adding color. And I'm gonna start this off on the side. And I'll put a little tape there. And then we're gonna put a little bit of tape over here. Today I just needed to play. Nobody tells you that when you're creating content, sometimes you can get overwhelmed by what to put out there. And you begin to worry about things that you shouldn't be worrying about, right? I came here to just share my love for crafting. And my wise husband, which don't admit this to him, he told me yesterday, "You forgetting how to have fun." And he was absolutely right. So today I'm having fun. I'm going to use the brick, a fired brick, and the pine needles by Ranger. And they're Tim Holtz Distress Oxides. I love his inks. I thought about getting other people's inks, but I have so many of these already. I'd just rather finish this collection instead of starting another one. Maybe I will. I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to put the red down first. And I think I do want to find a red that's like more a brighter red, like more of a primary color red. But for this project, this will do just fine. And you really want to saturate it. You don't want to skimp on color here. I know normally I'm like, just put whatever. But in this case, you really want to get it all the way around. And we're almost there. Let's add color. Now, if you wanted to, you could do the reverse and start with the green on top, but I want to see how we're going to do it with just this color. Okay. Maybe next time I'll try it moving it around. Make it really saturate my brush. And I'm holding it down tight because I am rubbing on this pretty hard. Ooh, but I wanted to show you something too. I haven't started using some of these yet because I want to wait until my other ones get here, but I found these brushes on Amazon and it was like $6 for 3. But I kind of like, I mean, when I use my makeup brush, it still has a smooth bristle, as opposed to using most of these guys. They start getting, I don't know, these weird, the bristles start bunching up with each other and creating those weird lines. And for some reason, I don't feel like I get a smooth enough finish. But with these types of brushes, I've always had a lot of success. And hopefully they work. Okay, so we have our red down. And now we're going to switch to our green. And again, we're going to saturate that. But before we do that, I need to shift this. I'm going to bring it a little bit over this way. And then glue that down. Let me stick that down. This has to go a little higher. Just about there. I don't want them to be too crooked. So now we can go back with our green and just go on top of all of it. Today is craft day on HSN. I know most of you guys must be shopping. I thought I had my cart full. I thought for sure that I was gonna like knock it out the park this month and order everything I wanted. But once I saw my cart, I'm like, I have stuff that is similar to this. Can I really justify this expense? So I went back to my stash. I did order one item from there, and it was the sleigh from Crafters Companion is the easel card, and my daughter also purchased me the house one as a surprise. She's good like that. She's always surprising me. So that's gonna be fun. And it didn't break the bank, because the stuff that I wanted would have broken the bank. I was honestly, I was trying to purchase the pumpkin ones, the pumpkin dies from Crafters Companion, but I fell asleep, and when I got up this morning, they were sold out. All right, let's go. Ooh, and that's what we have. Now I'm gonna take one more step because I got everything out beforehand, and I'm gonna use the micro glazed from Tim Holtz, and I'm just gonna seal that color in because I don't want, when I start messing around with my other inks and stuff, I don't want to mess that up, because you guys know I'm known for messing things up. All right, so I'm just gonna dab it here, and I'm just gonna go over it. That's it. Just seal it up. And I'm sealing it because it's so much ink that when my recipient receives it, I don't want them having to worry about smudging it, or, you know, if it gets wet, if the ink is going to get anywhere. So I figured, let me just seal it up, and that's it. I'm going to take my rag, and I'm just going to take off the excess, and we are good to go. All right. let me close this up and let me clean up and I'll be right back. All right, so you guys didn't think I was going to do the review without you, did you? I wouldn't do that. All right, let's take this off and let's see. Hopefully all the white is intact. And it is. All right, let's peel this off slowly. All right, look at that. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to take my sentiment, which I told you I was testing it on something else. And it's the warmest wishes. And I'm going to carefully put that there so I don't spread anything that may have been left behind. Actually, I'm going to have to bring this closer to me for 1 second and then I'll bring it back out to you guys. Okay, so we have our warmest wishes. And we're going to lift that up. And we're going to make sure that we put some tape down so this doesn't go anywhere. Okay. I want to emboss this, so I have my embossing buddy here, which I'm going to put there. And I might as well just make sure that everything here is protected. All right. Now, I'm going to use the VersaFine Onyx, Black Onyx, Onyx Black. And I'm going to ink this up. And we're going to stamp it and then we're going to put some embossing powder on it, which let me open that up. I always forget to open that. All right. Let's do this. And let's stamp it again. I always end up stamping it a few times. I think one more time and we should be good, especially on the bottom one. Alright, let's pour the embossing powder. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be close. Close to perfection. Not quite there. Alright, let me move this out the way. And I'm just going to use any piece of cardstock right now just to tap this out. Remember, you got to save all your embossing powders. Now, even though I put the embossing buddy, it still left a lot of powder behind, but that's because I had the Tim Holtz ink, and then I also had the microglaze. So I was expecting that. And all you gotta do is clean it up. Let's clean all that out. And I'm gonna finish getting all this out the way and I'll be right back. Okay, so now all we have to do is heat emboss it. So I'm just going to turn off my gun. It's going to get a little bit noisy. If you're new, the trick to this is when it turns shiny, move on. So you don't overdo it either. And you can go from under, just a little bit. And then over. And I'll just warm this up just to make my card straighten out just a little bit. And that's fine. The rest will straighten out once we glue it down. Okay, so the final thing we need is our card base. So I'm gonna use a 5.5 by 7, and I'm just gonna go ahead and make my card base. You can use ready-made ones if that's what you have. It doesn't make a difference as long as fits your card. I'm trying not to get ink on my paper, which normally I would stop and go wash my hands, but I don't want this video to take forever. It shouldn't. So I'm just gonna go with it and just be as careful as I can be. I have been inking other things this morning, so I have like a rainbow of inks on my hands. It's kind of fun. Like I said earlier, just trying to get back into having a good time. And we're almost done. All right, I'm gonna hold it there and I'm gonna score 5 inches. And then we're gonna bring this across. I always try to butt it up so I can get an even fold, because even though you think that you got it perfect, a lot of times you did not. Alright, let's get this bone folder. The difference between that one and this is a Teflon one, and when you score and crease with a Teflon bone folder, it doesn't give you like that white sheen of a crease you get with most of the other plastic ones. And that's the main reason I like it. And it's bigger, it's easier for me to hold. Alright, oops. So this is gonna go here, and I'm just gonna see if I have to trim it a little bit. And I don't. This time I'm not gonna leave a white border around. I want the card to just be that panel. So I'm gonna add my glue. I'm gonna pay attention to those areas that kind of warped a little with the heat, just so when I glue it down that they flatten. All right, so let's get close to the corner here and make sure. The wet glue gives me a little bit of time to move things around, and I think it's pretty good right there. I'm just gonna put a piece of paper on top and then push down. And I grabbed the one with the embossing folder, the embossing powder. Serves me right. All right. And then we can flatten this down a little more. For some reason it missed the glue there. I don't know what happened, but I can add more glue. Adding is easier than taking away, right? All right, so here is my card. I think it's so pretty. I mean, I can add gems to it. If you have a fine liner, you can do like the little dash lines. I'm really horrible at that, so I wouldn't even try. Or if you have a stitch die that just adds the stitch, it doesn't cut anything, then you can use that also here. But I kind of like the way it is, just a simple warmest wishes card, and I think it came out beautiful. Again, you can add gems and stuff or sequins if you want, but I'm trying to make it that it'll run through the mail without a problem, right? Without costing extra. Anyway, guys, that's my project. These are the items that I used. Let's see, this, the glue, the brushes, and a stencil. And that's what you get. Oh, and the stamp, of course, but I can't bring that in. So try it. If you have, you know, any stencil, just play with the colors and see what you could get. And if you don't, then you can always cut something like this out in Cricut. They have patterns like this that you just have to attach to like a rectangular piece and cut it out, and then it'll give you something similar. So if you don't have a stencil, try to make your own, or you can purchase them inexpensive on Amazon and stuff if you don't want to go through the headache. And the diamond press ones are really nice. So there you go, guys. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day. If you like my content, please like or subscribe so you can keep receiving notifications of when I put a video up. And I'll talk to you soon, and I promise it's going to be more fun and less in my head. Have a great one, guys. I'll talk to you soon.